Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal Imperial Crystal Edge technology screens. I had to really get on there and do some updates in there too. Anyway, we're going to be talking about a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, aka CROW1176, aka CROW Screen Paint Mixes. We can't put the LLC because it's expired. So, you know, he's operating on an expired LLC. But let's get down to breaking down why we feel that Jamie is shipping to his customers just everyday house paint, why they're not getting anything special, they're just getting ripped off. Well, okay, so this video right here is real interesting. This is the video where he did his product called the CINEMAX Mix, which he still sells on his website, by the way. This is the CROW CINEMAX Mix versus the Network Gray 773. All right, so I'm going to show you what he realized in the video. Before, let's go back a little farther than this. Let's go back a little farther. Let's go back to us. So this is us right here. We did the demonstration also, too. We did the demonstration before he did it. No black.
All right, where's the paint can? To pop this open, and I'm gonna put you guys in the overhead. Now, the reason why we do this is because this individual had a demonstration. Actually, we had the demonstration, no one else has it. And in that demonstration shows him making a product using black and white paint. That happened to match two of the products that we purchased. Actually, it matched the personal, it matched the metallic mix, it matched. So, like I said, curious what would happen if sooner or later they're going to get to a point where they're just going to start shipping you down great paint, and at the end of the day, can you really tell which one's which at the end of the day?
Now, it's funny, I just sat there and said that in the video. I said it's going to get to a point where they're going to just shipping you down regular house paint, and can you really tell which one's which?
Even if it has a slight little difference or hiccup, is it really going to make a difference between you paying $23 a gallon or $80 a quart? So let's see. All right, let's get this cracking, Jackson.
Cracking Jackson.
I bet you all the LCDs on this stuff. All this stuff. We got one here. We're at the same time. Man, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. Look at that right there. That's not good. I can tell from looking at that, that is not good at all. That's with nothing in it. No black, no glitter, nothing. That is not a good sign. That is actually a perfect color right there. All right. He's going to have to outperform this one between night and day. This is not going to go well at all.
All right, so that's what we figured out there. All right, now here.
I told y'all for the longest time it was scamming y'all. I told y'all that.
This is three of his products that match. This is CINEMAX, Personal, and Metallica Mix. Now, keep in mind, when we did this demonstration, Jamie went into this really huge rant about how this demonstration was fake. We never had this product to begin with, that his product would never match this paint to begin with. It would never happen. All right, so let's watch a little more.
And he Crow boys get coming in the room talking all this trash about, oh, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. I was telling you I was making that screen paint way before you ever knew I existed. I was making it. Even went back and showed you video times. The color patterns, basically, you have to show a difference between night and day. Now, you see how my screen's pulling up red and the rest of the screens are faded? That's what I mean by...
So we did this test already. We found out his product basically matched house paint. 6 months to a year later, Jamie did the demonstration. You know why? Because his customers put some serious pressure on him and he didn't have a choice. So here's his demonstration later on. So we'll go back to the beginning. Oh, we're right there, we're good. So he did his demonstration himself. Now it's funny because we find it hilarious that he went into this huge, massive rant about how the product that we were given to by the customer, because he was upset because of the way Jamie did business, he thought that wasn't fair to send us down black paint. He thought that the item we had was fake. We even made his product on camera. And he thought the product we had was fake. till he did the demonstration himself to find out, no, we actually had your product down there, and we actually made your product, and your product matched the network gray, just as you're about to do right now. Now, where is this video? It's missing. He got rid of it off his account. As a matter of fact, he tried to be slick, and he tried to go in, and he tried to change the name of it, which we have CROW CINEMAX Mix versus the network gray. He tried to change it to another video. There were 2 of these. But we caught him, and found out, and he removed the video in a live stream. Now, why do we think that Jamie's ripping off its customers? Well, his product is 50 bucks. Mind, it dropped dramatically. Products are supposed to, you know, as they increase, as they show the ability to do better and more advanced technology, they increase. They don't basically start plummeting, which is not a good sign at all, period. So he claimed to be having a special sale for a special shopping cart under the dark CINEMAX, which we found out was a screen paint that doesn't even exist anywhere. Dropped all his prices except for the overseas, so he can push people, say he's having this big sale on this particular paint and it's for everything. Not realizing that the products he had on sale match house paint, some you can make for free, and the other one, well, it doesn't exist anywhere. And then later on, drop videos on it. Mind you, product has no test demonstrations, but videos popped up out of nowhere. And on these videos, we found these videos dated back from 1 year to 5 years ago. One was on the Frankenstein that had nothing to do with that product, and that was a customer. And the other one had nothing to do with either one of them. So there's his receipt he bears. And there he is painting the screen in. Now this is the magic moment you're going to get a chance to see. If you haven't seen this dozens of times, which we showed you, again, I can't say anything about anyone unless I can back it up. So I can't say, hey, my theory is the reason why his products are shipping you regular paint. In fact, this video didn't even exist. Because what Jamie realized in this demonstration was 2 things. He realized, well, actually 3 things. Let's go with 3. 1, I was right when I told you it was going to match. Yes, I was. 2, your product is a scam, a fake. We all know that at the end of the day, but thank you for doing the demonstration so we can all can see it. And 3, most importantly, why am I spending the money for black paint when I can just ship him this? Because I told you he was going to do this. I sat there and said in my video, the reason why we did this demonstration was to say that, hey, one day, who's to say that they may decide to just ship you down everyday house paint? How would you even know which one's which? How would you even know? You won't. Is there any tests? Any gravers? No, there's nothing like that. So how would you know? So knowing what he just realized, that his product matched this product with no problem, why would you go out and spend $17 for black paint or even $20 for a quart of black paint? Even if you get a sampler is like $8. He's making $50. Think about it. $8 take away 50, that's a bit much right there. And keep in mind, if he gets a post office mailer, much like this, then that means that's another $8.50. So that's $8, that's $16.50 right there. So again, that would cost him too much money. That would take way too much from his profit. So what would be next? Let's go with, let's see. Let's go with just maybe white paint. If he gets picked up white paint, and he makes about a quart, he's really not going to make a profit because he's only making 1 quart. So what happens when he has to make 1 quart again and 1 quart again? He's going to walk up with about $15 if he's lucky, maybe 10. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. The problem he has is what's going to cut into his margin is basically going to be that black paint. That's going to be the problem. The glitter, that's like $7. You buy that over at Home Depot, yeah, about $7 for that. Mind, he's got 50, all right? Anything that takes away from that is going to take away from his profit. And he's going to have to make mass amount of orders in order to make, and even maybe, I don't know, let's see, if he's making about, let's see, roughly say if he's making about $10 for each one, he's going to have to sell at least about, let me see, $10 for each one. Oh, my math sometimes works. It works. So he gets 10 of these units he has to sell at $50. That's what, 5 times 10 is about $50. That's about $100 right there. That's about $100 right there. That's $100 without taking anything out. So if he makes $10 per each one, yeah, he pulls about $100. He has to sell 10 of those to make $100. If he's lucky to get $10 out of it. So let's break it down for ya. All right, so at 50 bucks, 50 bucks. Mine, I don't know what he's going to get for this because this stuff matches house paint. I need a pen. I gotta add it up. I gotta break it down. $50. Now he cut off his nose in spite of his face because he tried to mark his prices down so he can push you guys into going into that shopping cart and spending 50 bucks for his product. So that way he could just rip you off on a product that doesn't exist, or products, as he says, is matching house paint. Mind you, these products are sold on his website, but he basically shot himself in the foot. So at $50 here, he's actually going to have to take money out of his own pocket. So the job he's already working, he's going to have to take money out to put into this because, again, he doesn't have the company can't make any money off this. Ain't no way in the world. So at $50 per quart, let's see. You get, let me see, which one come over here? The takeaway margin and all this. See what he did? He tried to run a fast scam and charge you guys 50 bucks. Just going through and shopping his carts, get money as quick as possible. And if he were to make the money, he still is not going to make anything back. So, because like I said, and he deserves it because he ripped a lot of people off. But let's go over here real quick and let's get this real quick. What we got going here? Now, can he get more for his product? No, he can't get more for his product. You know why? There's no testing. He has no testing in his product. He has no high-end certified screen test. There's no real value to the product. You have to have value to a product in order to get what it's worth. You have to show it does something that no other product does to show that you get what it's worth. A Bugatti costs what a Bugatti costs because a Bugatti does something that other cars don't do. All right, so at 50 bucks. At 50 bucks, and he goes out and he gets the containers. I told you containers. You can get them at 32 ounces. Where the heck is my mouse at? Let's go over here. But let's start with the basic paint. All right, so we go to Home Depot. Let's go buy some basic paint at Home Depot. Let me see. All right, we got, where's that other one at? The PPG. All right, PPG right here. This right here, he can get this at around a quart. Well, they don't have this in a quart. They got this in 1 gallon to 5 gallon. But he was better off just buying it in a gallon anyway. Because again, like I said, unless you're going to make 1 quart at a time and you got nothing left over, then your money was not well spent. So that's why people buy in bulk. Because that way, if they buy in bulk, they have some left over. So basically, if it comes through, they make their money back. So 1 gallon. Let me see, 1 gallon. That still can't be 60 bucks for 1 gallon. We got 60 bucks for which one? Let me refresh this. Oh, we got 1 gallon coming in at 60. All right, let me see. It's 5 gallons. There we go. So $14. $14.98 from 50. That's just making it even 15 because, you know, taxes are going to be in there too. It's probably going to be a little more. California has really high taxes. Don't get me wrong. We got areas down here got high tax. Not down here, but I know other places like Jersey. Oof. Other places I know got crazy taxes. But California do got some high taxes. All right, so take our 50. We take away that 15. All right, we got $35 left. That's it, 35 out of the 15. We're going to need a gallon. No use in making it in a quart. What's the point? You make a quart, really not going to get that much out of it. You're going to be making one at a time. You get nickels and dimes out of that. At least if you make a gallon, you got 3 extra quarts in there. You can make some money off of that. So that's $30 right there. All right, now consider the fact that he still has to buy black, right? So black, pretty much a quart of that, probably going to cost him about $17. But let's check it out for ourselves on our end. A quart of flat black paint, Home Depot. Let me see what we got. Go here. Oh, gee whiz. Seriously? Not what we asked for. We got the black paint. We got record. What do record has to do anything with that? Quart. Let me see. All right, quart. Depending on what you're going to get, premium. You can get this basic cheap one we got over here is the basic flat one. This is cheap. This is about $10. So there we go. We get this one right here. This is going to cost us around, we get it in flat. Yeah, 1 quart flat. Yeah, everything right there flat. Okay, it's good. That's $10.98. $10.98. You might just making it even 10 when the taxes say it's going to be a little higher than that, but still even 10. So that's $25 right there. Now the black, he's going to make an investment off that because that's going to allow him to make other tablespoons or teaspoons to adjust his paint. So he'll buy that one time only. But that original cost is going to cost him about $30 right there. We haven't shipped it yet. To ship it, shipping over here for a flat rate is about $8.49. So we take that 35. Actually, we take that 25. And let's remove out the 25. Let's take away, because mind, if you didn't have to buy this at the end of the day, this part right here, you would save more money. But knowing that this product could easily match a house paint, why would you buy that? You just get that out of the way, save yourself about a couple, $10 right there, and just basically just take the shelf paint. You can't add glitter to this. The glitter costs like about $6, $7, so that's definitely going to take a profit from it. You can't put that in there either. So you're getting regular house paint. So let's go around 25. We got to get that post office mailer. We got to ship it out, right? Let me see. Post office mailer is about $8.49. That's what I paid for mine. So now you're left with $16. $16.51. That's what you're left with. Out of $50, we take out $15 for the gallon, which is the best choice to do because again, we left over with some extra paint. You're going to have to invest in some black, so that's about $10. That's $25. And including the $8.49 you have to pay for the shipping for the post office mailer, that's going to leave you roughly $16.51 left over. You better hope your printer doesn't run out of ink because ink is expensive. You can spend $60 for what you charge for a can of paint. I pay for an ink. That's literally what I pay for. I pay about $60 in ink. So unless you get the real cheap kind, you can get that. Paper, all that stuff. Let's talk about containers. If you need containers, $10 for containers. You can get a good price for $10 for containers. We take that away for the containers. Keep in mind, you can't buy one. You're going to have to buy. That's why the woman got the recycled container. And one of our orders, one of the customers who sent the product to us, he gave her a recycled container with a hole in the top of it. Because you have to recycle busted containers, because if you buy containers, that's $10 right there. So you're left with $6.51. Now, out of this right here, at least you bought a gallon. And out of the gallon, you have 3 32 ounces, which means this will allow you to keep well, now you can't keep the 50 out of each one. You're not going to keep the 50 out of each one because you still got to pay for the shipping on it. Yep, you got to pay for the shipping on it. You got enough containers. You buy containers, you get them at 6, so that at least gives you enough room right there to breathe right there. So let's take the 50. Oh, I forgot. PayPal has to take their payment out too, so you don't get a full $50. PayPal takes money out too, because remember, they got to process it, so they got to take money out of it too. So PayPal probably takes about, I say roughly, you're not going to get the whole 50 from PayPal. We know we got to pay that little tax from them. They take that money from you either way. I pay a lot. You have no idea how much money they take out of me. But anyway, yeah, so probably pretty much, I say let's say $4. $4. Let's say roughly $4 going to take out of them. All right. Should we add this up? I'm curious. Let me see for a minute. I wonder if they give us this at the end of the day. If you make $50, how much money does PayPal take out? So we'll do a count. I'm curious how much these guys pull out. How much money PayPal takes out of $1. I've seen that one before. I did a test cart one time, and they took about 50 cents out of a freaking dollar. Like they take a bit from you. So let me see. I'm going to roughly go with $5, okay? No, I'm sorry, not $5, $4. I'm going to go with $4, roughly $4, okay? So you're going to be left with around $4, 46 bucks, $46. And you're still going to have to pay for that postage, all right? Now, this is out of the 3 he already has left over. What he made from his investment, he was left over with $6.51 because he had to buy black paint. You're going to need that. That's going to be an investment because you're going to be using that over and over again toward the other containers. It takes a while to go through that. And if he's making a darker mix, it's going to use all of that. Majority of most of that's going to go into the darker mix. So that's going to be depleted real quick. That's going to be a problem right there. But if he keeps the mixes lighter, he can actually adjust that with that. See, I know all this because I used to make this stuff. So bottom line is, you have, and out of the 15, like I said, you would invest in the gallon. If you didn't invest in the gallon, you did 1 quart, that means those 3 extra quarts wouldn't even exist. You wouldn't be making any money. You would have to do this process all over again. And the only thing you would save is from the containers because you bought them in a pack of 6. Ah, there you go. I wonder if he add anything up. I'm pretty sure he didn't add up correctly when he did this price. So, let me see. So, let's get back to saying if you bought a gallon, all right? Bought a gallon, you paid everything up, you leave out with $6.50. I know California taxes are high, so maybe less than this, but we'll leave it at $6.50. If you don't buy the black, right? You don't buy the black, you don't deal with that at all, period. This saves you $10. So this brings you back up to $16.51 that you keep. If you buy shelf paint that you can slide off a shelf. Now mind you, there's no glitter in this yet. We didn't add the glitter yet. So let's say we roughly add the glitter into this, all right? So let's get to $50, $15 for the base, $10 for the black, which is the investment. That's $25, at least $25 left over from $50. He has to go out and ship this item out at $8.49. This is going to leave him $16.50, and he still hasn't bought the glitter to make it pop. And if you add any silver into this, oh man, you're going to have nothing left over. You're literally going to have to take money out of your own pocket to pay for this order. So let's say roughly he goes down and he gets some glitter. Now glitter, that's an investment because you're not going to use all of that. So that's an investment. So we'll take about $7. Just to be sure, let's look it up and see how much it would cost. Let's go to Lowe's Silver Glitter. There it is right over here. Oh, gee whiz. Are you kidding me? You ain't making jack. I know this sucker didn't just jump that high. Like, wow. Okay, we got the silver flakes. This is what they use. Silver flakes. Let's see what we're paying out on some silver flakes here. Got any prices on this? On some silver flakes? Let me see. Anybody have this? So we're not seeing it there. Why don't they still sell this anymore? This team is out of stock. So out of stock, but it gets me the price. So this is about $7.98. You don't have anything left out of this. That's about, so you got 16, well, that's $16 if he goes in and he skips the black paint. But if he doesn't skip the black paint, that's $25. 15 and 10 is 25. And out of 50, that leaves you $25. You take out $8.49 for your shipping, you're left with $16.51. Out of $16.51 that you have left over, man, that's not even enough to pay for gas to go take it to the post office. So you take out of that, that's $16.51, and you take away the $7. So that's an investment. You're going to be adding more to that money that'll add to other products. So that's the investment. You're going to make take away it'd be $7.98. So you're left with around roughly $8.53. $8.53. That's $8.53. Now, are you going to add any silver to this? Can't add silver to this because you don't have enough money to add the silver. Silver is at least going to cost you PPG Metallica Silver. Unless you get a little sample bottle or something for 99 cents, then, you know, you can get some Apple. They make this stuff called Apple something, whatever it is. It's like a hobby paint. They make it in silver. It's like 99 cents. So you can get that right there. You get about 8 ounces of that. That won't be enough to change anything. You can't do a half and a half, but at least it's something at the end of the day. So roughly $8.53. We take $1 away from that. You got $7.53. That's what you come down to. One of the things you learn in business is to do your numbers correctly. Because if you don't, this will kill you. And let's not forget, we got taxes. This will kill you in business. Can't just make stuff off the top of your head. You have to know how much this stuff is going to cost you, how much it's going to cost you to run your business, how much it's going to cost you for ink and supplies and everything else, how much does it cost you from gas to go from A to B. For me to take a lift, it costs me $10. If I'm going every single day, it costs me $20 a day. If I decide on a nice day to walk, which I usually do because I like to exercise, I throw it in my backpack and I get to kicking. I usually do it that way. If it's too heavy and I got too many orders, then I take the lift because I know I'm going to make the money back. But what I do when I make my product, I make sure that whatever I design, I make 90% back. This is the reason why I can ship all over the world for free. On top of that, I filled out proper paperwork because I learned that the hard way when I made myself a remote control screen, a motorized screen, and found out how much that thing was going to cost to ship. So it cost me $1,000 to ship a 120-inch screen. But because there's programs that you can go to get cheaper shipping for companies, that's what I applied for way back then. And that's why I get my breaks. Got to be smart about it. So bottom line is, yeah. Now let's say, okay, he buys the 50. Out of the 50, even though he has nothing left, he still has 3 extra quarts in there. Out of 3 extra quarts, PayPal's going to take their money out. So he's going to be left with, let's say we just take $4 out. He's going to $46. And then he still has the shipping costs of the $8.49. Now, let's see how that calculates. But there, oh man, just imagine somebody comes and they order a gallon from you. If they order 2 quarts, then that's 2 quarts that have to be dropped now into a box. And that box is going to cost you $14. So you got to look at that scenario too. So let's break this one down. Let's do this one just a bit at a time. Let's start and say there's 3 quarts left over. No one's ordered 2 quarts from him because he has 2 quarts on the site. No one ordered 2 quarts from him. But then again, he charges his customers for 2 quarts. He charges them $110. So he can cover that cost. So you have to consider that too also. So let's take the 3 quarts he has left over. He has $46. $46. He has nothing after that. He's not paying anything for that because that's 3 extra quarts. So what he gets off of that, basically, he's going to make $50 for each one. He's going to take $8 because he doesn't need any more materials. He has all the materials there. He doesn't need any black. The black stuff's going to cover a couple cans of paint. Unless he's making that UV mix, it's going to take all of it. The glitter, that stretches. Only got to put a couple of teaspoons in each one, so that's going to stretch pretty well right there. What he's going to have to buy again, he's going to have to definitely buy the base again. He's definitely going to need that. All right, so. And if you're making it by the gallon, and if you're putting 2 tablespoons into each quart from what we saw in the demonstration, then that means you're putting a total of 8 tablespoons per every gallon. I see it's got kind of quiet over there. Am I in your head? I'm pretty sure I'm sitting in your head right now. Jamie, I explained to you, I've done all this stuff before. I had to do all this math, all these calculations. I had to do all of this because I had to realize at one point what was my product worth. And in order to get your product worth, you have to prove its worth. Kind of talking to him like he's at a business seminar. But that's how it works. Why do you think we test our technology in these fully lit environments? Ambient light rejection technology is expensive. Why do you think we challenge our products against the top screens on the market? Because we can knock down a $5,000 screen. You know, that makes our product at the end of the day a heck of a lot of money at the end of the day. If we got technology that we can say, hey, we can produce an image off a ceiling, 100% infinity contrast, and turn your lights on, that technology just jumped by a lot of money. You have to prove your product's worth. And you're going to need a ton of testing underneath that product to prove everything you just said out of your mouth. Because no distributor on the face of the planet will ever sign a contract with you unless you can back it up. Mind you, they're putting themselves on the line for a product that they need to know everything about. Because they're not going to lose their shirt over something stupid or get sued over some miscommunications or basically at the end of the day, fraud. So you're going to have to back it. So let's get to this real quick. So out of the 32, he doesn't pay anything. That's free paint for him. That's free. So you got free right there. Free from there. Only thing he's got to take out is the shipping out of that. That's pretty much it. So he'll make $50 for each one. And out of the shipping, let me see. Got that $8. $41.51. That's how much you make back because you invested into a gallon. Now, if you did invest in a gallon, it means you would have to go through that process again. The only thing you would have to spend is you would have to spend the base. That's it, because you would need more in order to mix the black and the silver into in order to make more. But since you invested in a gallon, this is why when I saw your demonstration on the Frankenstein, I saw a container under your table that looked very familiar. It was showing a small can and a larger can. That's black and white paint. Because anytime you make paint, the base is always more, and the mixture, which you're doing with the adjusting the paint, is less. Because you don't need a gallon of black. That's just stupid. You just need enough to put a couple of teaspoons in there to adjust it. That's it. So yeah, at the end, let's see. You're making, if you put your investment, you're going to make back from each one around $41.51. That's God forbid if something doesn't pop up in the process, like a PayPal complaint or something else that might pull up at the end of the day. So no, you're not making no money at all, period. Even at $41.51, and I literally spend that alone on ink on my printers. There's no way in the world you're making a profit at all, period. This may be, but he shot himself in the foot. He did it to himself. He had a price going at $89, even though still it's good, it's okay. But the only way he's going to get what his product is worth, he's going to have to show those insane demonstrations. And mind you, those insane demonstrations is what we call challenges for you guys. If you can't complete one of those challenges, then there's a problem there. All right, let's just say if he's going with the, he goes with the 2 quarts. 2 quarts is $110. 110. So he would get his investment off doing the gallon, which is basic common sense. So that'd be 25 and that'd be 10 right there. But still, you got to take $10 out. That $10 bothers you. I can tell you right now that if you just get rid of the $10 and you just go over and get the Sherwin-Williams at around $30, that's all. You don't have to add any glitter to this, no black to this. This is going to save you some money. Yeah, it's going to save you around $17. $17 at most. $17.39 is going to save you. This is why I know your product is house paint. Because you didn't know it. You didn't know your product was going to match that product. You saw our demonstration. You thought we pulled some strings to make it look that way. And then when you did the demonstration and you saw the match off camera, I know it was going through your head. Off camera, you were thinking, gee whiz, I could send them this and nobody would know. And that's what I said in the first beginning of my video. They could send you down anything they want and you would never even know. How would you know? How? Is there any test demonstrations on the website? Any grade, anything? There was nothing there? So how would you know? His policy strictly says that you can't even exchange it. We have customers that send exchanges to us. Well, we can go in and do a video on a 1000 projector, lower than their projector, and we can go in and we could do it in a fully lit environment and still pull an image with no problem whatsoever, which means our products are tested. But he doesn't have that exchange. He has, if you open it, it's yours. And if you basically, you open, if it lands on your property, it's yours. So where's the breathing room for basically if this thing matches a wall or something in your home? What happens then? How's that fixed? See, there you go. So he has to keep as much money as possible, which means he has to put in a policy that rips off the customer. Now for the overseas. But let's go back to this is the 2 gallons. I mean, 2 quarts. Before we do all this, like you said in the day, I don't like to talk about things I don't back up. We're going to go to his website. I'm warning you ahead of time. If people already know, he rants a lot. So let's go over here and let's just get through it. Let me see. Let's go pull them up. There we go. Now, mind you, the products you're going to see on this website are products that have matched house paint. So you know that everything on the website is house paint. It'll match it. We give him the option to do these tests himself. He doesn't want to do it. You know how it goes. Let's go in. All right. Let me see. I bet you $100 he shows pictures of what he's doing. Trying to do with our product over there, but we don't care. But let's go over here. Yeah. All right. Move on. Let's go over here. I want to go check out, let's see what we got. We got to go to that front page first. I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if he jumped his prices. Jamie, you jump your prices because we're talking about your prices being too low because you're not price gouging, right? That'd be horrible for the customers. Can you imagine that? If he jumped his prices really high in order to try to make me look bad, that doesn't make me look bad. That makes you look bad. You do know that, right? Well, let's see if it's still 50 bucks. Let's see what we got here. We got 50 bucks here, 50 bucks here, and we got 50 bucks here. So we know what he's making on those right there. All right. And we know what these products are. House paint. We don't even know what this is. Nobody knows what it is. You try to coach me to go in there and buy in there. I was like, no, I'm not buying anything from that. We don't even know what it is. It could be anything. The reason why it's a dangerous shopping cart, because you can't file a have not described against a product that you don't even know what it is. How are you going to file a complaint on it if you don't know what it is? There's no videos, there's no pictures of it, there's no test demonstration, so how would you know what it is? The reason why we could file with the Frankenstein, because we saw the color of the Frankenstein in this video. Him painting this light gray screen in. The product was light gray. So how do you know what you're getting? He could send you anything. It's going to be a hard case to fight. So we got here the UB mix. We know this is 50 bucks right here. As you can see, it's right here. It's the one where the customer was complaining that it matched his walls. Let's go over to the CINEMAX. We already know what that is. That's basically house paint, so we know that. And this right here, we don't know what it is at all. All right, so let's go up to the top. We have another product here. Whatever. We have another product here. This is the $50 right here. So you know anything at 50, he's not making nothing on. $110. Let me see here. And let's go put this up real quick. $110. Because he's renting. So let's cover him up a bit. There we go. Let's get him covered up. There we go. Now we don't have to see him. That's a little trick I learned. I can't even hit that button. He can't show anything on there. All right. So let's go in here real quick. We got 2 quarts of this product. This is for the overseas customers. Overseas customers, you may want to listen in on this one. All right. So 2 quarts. What do we got going on in here? What are you getting with this? You're getting the hybrid mix. Again, this is a product that needs to be tested against house paint. This stuff looks really close to CINEMAX. CINEMAX mixes in here. Oh, gee whiz. You're paying $110 for a product, as you showed you before. This matches the house paint. CINEMAX is a house paint. No. UV mix, as we saw already, we're able to make the UV mix with a reversal. And again, a UV mix is going to take a lot of black paint to make it. It really just take a lot. Let's see, just reverse, but still, it's a lot of paint, a lot of product. So again, yeah, it's going to cost so much. I don't know what he would have to do is to get around that is he would have to go here. Let me see if we have it underneath here. Because we saw that color scheme of different colors they had. Here we go. This is where the UV mix is at. That would be the color of the UV mix. That's the perfect color. It looks exactly like it. Look at that. Looks exactly like the UV mix. This would be the UV mix, and this would be the Frankenstein. This is called cyberspace right here. This is called a 776 cyberspace. Looks like the same color, and I'll show you. Here we go. Should be right in here. There we go. And then let's bring this down and let's show you these 2 colors. Now, you look at this. Same color. Exact same color you just saw. So the 7, I forgot the name of it, but that particular paint right there, yeah, you can just slide that off a shelf. Chances are it probably is that. I guarantee you that mix he's making is probably just that right there. Because again, where are you spending any money? You have to add any white paint to it, so you're saving a little money there. Any $7 out of 50 bucks, any 7, any 10, any 5 that he can save is a little bit more back in his pocket. So he's got to do something, because if he tries to make this like anybody makes regular screen paint, he's going to have issues. He's going to end up with nothing. He's going to end up taking money out of his own pocket to pay for this. Keep in mind, he's got to take gas to drive over there. So again, he's actually out. Because the $6 or whatever he has left isn't going to pay for gas. And the, what was that? How much it was left on the other one from the 3 that he had? That is around $16.51. No. Sorry about that. If he has leftover from that one, he would come up with, let me see what we have here. Do I write anything down anymore? Oh, 46 bucks. 46 bucks is what he would leave out of from the 3 investments he would have. He had to spend money already in order to make the sacrifice to have enough product left over. And like I said, if he does it at a gallon, he has some paint left over. If he does it at a quart, he's just going to repeat the same process again and end up with pennies. So basically, at a gallon, he would have about 3 quarts left over. Once he pays for the shipping, he's left with 46 bucks. Keep in mind you, is one of these is not one of these darker mixes, which he's going to have to make a reversal, which is going to cost more money and more resources to make it. But that's the color of that right there. So that shows you right there that no, this product he's making, this is basically bought from a store. It's just basic common sense. Now he may sit there and say, no, that's not true. As we added it up, you're not making any money. 50 bucks. If you take 10 from that, you know how much money you lose off that? You take 7 from that. You know how much money you lose from that? 50 bucks ain't even enough to get gas. Sad to say, but it ain't. I mean, come on. So he's not, anything that comes away from this, he's not making much. It's taken away from his profit. So he's just better off just going in and just basically just buying paint and slide off the shelf. Because at least he saves some money at the end of the day. So this right here would match the UV mix with no problem. This product right here, that's the Frankenstein right there. Same blend, same look. Now, Jamie, keep in mind, you're talking to a person at the end of the day who actually popped the top on the can and clearly said, this is going to match your product. And what happened? Was I wrong? Was I wrong, people? Was I wrong? Did I not say he was going to match? And he did perfectly. All right, then. Your product will match this. All the rest of these, this whole entire product line right here will match your product line. Easy. This whole product line. It does everything your product does. Everything. It does it. Any shade. This is your shade of colors right here. There you go. Easy. So, let me see. This is and I told you this product is not gunmetal. What color is this product? Charcoal black. There it is. It's gray. It's a dark gray. That's what it is. Not gunmetal. Gunmetal is a whole different territory. So basically, at the end of the day, he's just sliding paint off a shelf, and that's what he's doing. He's not making anything special. If you looked at his video demonstrations, you know that the first time or second time he failed twice in those demonstrations, it didn't show any real difference at the end of the day, just like the customer said. And do we believe that he's basically buying house paint? Yeah, he's definitely buying house paint because, again, anything that takes off that 50, again, he's going to lose money. Let me see from here. Tell me if I'm not, Jamie, I know you're in the room, or you're in the room now, but you know I'm right, 100%. That's why you're texting like that. That's why you're ranting like that, because you know I'm right on this. So you are taking paint. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I were you, if I had a low-life person like you at the end of the day, all right, and I went in and I did a demonstration and I matched house paint on that level, anybody would have had, anybody doing anything, well, an honest person would have came up and said, look, I apologize to my fans. I'm sorry this happened. You know, I should have tested my products better. I'll give you all refunds, or the next time I make a product, I'll make sure I have all products tested under this from now on to reassure you that I'm not trying to rip you off. You didn't say that. You continue to slam us. I don't know why. That would help you, but you just tried. I don't know why. And you didn't give any apologies. You didn't send any money back. You didn't do nothing at all, period. You just continue to sell the same scammy products on your website. Just more scammier. Yeah, that's what you did. But this is what the road that you took. You got off camera and you thought, gee whiz, you know, I really don't have to spend the money for black anymore or silver or anything at all because I could just ship them down paint. How would they know? That's what you said. That's what you thought. That's why when we tell you to take these products and put them against your product for testing, you don't do it. And the reason why is because, again, you're fearing because you did match and it was a horrible ordeal to go to, but you deserved it and you needed it. But you know that I'm going to be even more right when your product matches it. And this is the reason why when we order your products, and which we're not going to do is a waste of my time, you cancel orders. This is why we have 19 canceled orders over there on that computer. Can't back them up. We know where you live at, so it ain't your address. So what else is it? All right, then. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to the site real quick. Let's break it down to, let me see. He's in there ranting and ranting. I bet you right now, I bet you $100 that right now he's biting into a pillow screaming right now. I bet you. He's screaming into a pillow. Dude, you do this to yourself. Come on now. Clearly, you can see that you're selling house paint. First of all, you match house paint. So that's a no-brainer right there. So it's a no-brainer. You basically match house paint. And then you're still selling the same product that matched the house paint. That definitely gives a high red flag that you're basically selling house paint to people. Because you are selling house paint, either way you look at it. Even if it has anything to do with your finances, with what you're making on your site, or it has anything to do with anything else. You're still rip people off because you're still selling the same product. Now, question, what's the difference between that CINEMAX mix you got on there and Network Gray? Can we get that demonstration today? Can we get it tomorrow? Can we get it can we get it a couple of days from now? Can we? No, we can't get that. And you're selling house paint. All right, let's get this done because I'm going to get ready to get my walls prepped. Here we go. Let's go back on the site. He's ranting over there, so we're not paying him any mind. We had to put the baby in his corner. Give him a binky. That's the binky. We'll call it the binky. Give him the binky. All right, over here. We got $110. $110. Is this for overseas? $110. This is for 2 quarts for anybody at the end of the day. $110 for 2 quarts. One of these is CINEMAX. Free house paint. Don't even go near it. The other one is the UV mix. You heard the customer complain about that. They really couldn't tell the difference, and the white levels were coming up too dark on the product, so it's untested. Don't touch it. What's the other one? The hybrid mix. Okay, we don't know much about the hybrid mix, but what I do know about the hybrid mix is the fact that when he had it side by side to the CINEMAX, you couldn't tell one from the other, which lets me know that that stuff is going to match Network Gray 773. Will Jamie do this demonstration to back up, to basically, if I'm a liar, now Jamie, let me check something. If I'm a liar, if everything that I'm saying out of my mouth is nothing but a lie, how about you prove me wrong? I've been waiting for this test for a long time. I'm not buying your product. I'm not wasting my money. How about you entertain us? You go over to Sherwin-Williams. You go pick you up some Network Gray 773, and you put that against the CINEMAX, and you put that against the hybrid mix. How about that? And if it doesn't match, hey, I'm a huge liar at the end of the day. Just like I told you with the CINEMAX and your product. I said, if I'm a liar, then hey, you got me. I'll apologize and everything. I will apologize. Entertain me. But you can't, because you don't want to go through that again. That's why. You learn, some people, they turn a corner and they get burned really good and they learn, but some people just don't learn. He just hasn't got to that point yet, but he has learned about that. He has learned. But come on, entertain me, please. Enlighten me. Show me something. 110. We got $110 he's charging. None of the paints are worth 110. The UV mix, as I said before, you can make it yourself. It's a reversal. We did it on camera. We actually used his free the Metallica mix. We used that in a reversal to make his product. So that's not worth your time. Or you can just go get that stuff over there at Sherwin-Williams and buy that. That'll do the same thing. If it doesn't have a demonstration back in it, then guess where you need to go. Let me see. The hybrid, the only thing on there, but he won't do any tests against that, so that's not even worth your time either, because that looks exactly like the CINEMAX. Let me see if I can find the hybrid mix. Any demonstrations on the hybrid? Let's go hunt that thing down. Let me see. Hybrid mix. I'm gonna go hunt your paint down. Let's see if we can find any test demonstrations on this product. As a matter of fact, it's a demonstration I'm looking for. It's the video he had the hybrid right next to the CINEMAX. And I was like, oh shoot, they look alike. He got rid of the video. I think we got a backup on that one. So this is the hybrid mix. Let me see hybrid. See what we got here with this. We're gonna hunt your product down, Jamie. I'm gonna see what it comes up underneath of it. I'm curious. Did you do it side by side with that? I wonder. Hybrid. I'm gonna make sure we get the right mix. All right. So out of 110, if he gets you, that's if he gets you. If he gets you, he's probably going to have to pay for the 25 and then the 7 with that. Just roughly about, it's going to cost, he's going to probably lean back with probably about a good $60 out of that because it's $110. It's only going to cost him about 50 something to make that product. Let me see. Let's get this right here because I don't want to add stuff off the top of my head. I'm going to be true with these numbers. Look on the bright side, Jamie. At least I'm breaking it down in freaking 32 an ounce. No, I'm breaking it down in ounces. I do this in ounces. It confuses the crap out of them. So let me see. All right, 110. PayPal takes a little payment out of it. they're probably going to take about 20 out of them as PayPal for you. But we'll do you at 15. I might do you at 14. So 110. Let's see. Let's take away that 14 mark. You got 96 bucks left over. Now, mind you, we ain't including tax, none of that, because you know it's taxes on stuff they take out of you, but we're not talking about that. So we got 96 bucks. You got to pay to make a gallon. So this is 2. Because there'd be no point in making this. You have to make everything in gallons. If you make it by quart, this is going to cost some more money. You need some stuff left over for that investment. So let's say you start off with this right here. So you got 25 for your base. All right. That's for a gallon. But then remember, I'm counting the price here in Philly or up in here, down in this area. We don't know what your price will be in the area. It might be more. So we'll do it at 25. Just to be honest, we could be gentle here. And we'll say $10 for your black. All right. That's $35. All right. All right. Add a plus to that. And then you got the $7.39. That's for your silver. All right. So that's about $42. Now you adding any silver into this? Because mind you, each one of these products change depending on what they pick, and what they pick can actually alter and change the price of what you have here. It could cost you more. It could cost you the price that you have here. If you're making a lighter version, it would abide to that. If you're making a darker version, it's going to cost you a little more. Because you're going to use a lot of that black to get to convert that white, unless you know how to do a reversal. All right, let me see. So out of all this, we got $32. I think $42. Take this out. $42. $42. And we got 42 point. Get out of here with all that. You know better than that. Give me that 42. 42. Let's see. Let's go take away from the 96. 96. You got $53. $53.35. We still haven't paid for shipping yet. So let's get that shipping cost out of there. So we got 2 quarts. Wait. You doing 2 quarts? You can't put that in the post office mailer. It's not gonna fit. You gotta put that in a medium-sized box. It's gonna cost you more. Oh yeah, it's not gonna fit in there. So you got $53.35. So the mailers are around. I mean, the whatchamacallit post office is around. Let's say let's just say even 14. We know it's more than 14, but let's say even 14. All right. Let's take $14 out of that. We'll take away $35. So you got $39 left over. $39. That's it. That's again, it's not. You would have more of that if you didn't have to pay for the other odds and ends. So if you didn't have to add that glitter into it, and you didn't have to add that black paint into it, and you just slid this stuff off a shelf, you would keep some profit back to yourself. So that also too proves that base at the end of the day, you would come off better with house paint, especially with the network grade 773, but you've seen in the test results behind that. That stuff matches basically house paint. So that's a given that you would definitely go in that direction. The UV mix, like I said, you would go with a darker paint because you would have to use so much black paint into white paint, if you're probably doing it that way, to get that to transform. That takes about 6 scoops of white paint into black to get it to convert. So it takes a bit. All right, let's go find some videos on this hybrid mix. See if we got anything here on this channel and this stuff right here. Let's see. Where's this border from here? So, Jamie, what we're breaking down here is the fact that you're making somewhere between under $40 for your product, right? Anything from the 50 mark that takes away from that, $10 could damage that, $7 could damage it, even $5. And from each order, you're walking away with probably about PayPal taking 14 to anywhere between $4. And mind you, we're being modest here. We know they take a little more than that out of that. They take a little more than that. They take a lot more than that. But on top of that, you're not considered taxes and everything else you have to pay on that. Yeah, you're pretty much under. You'd be lucky if you break with 40 on some of this stuff. I mean, he's pretty below the belt on this right here. And you want to get upset because you feel that you're not getting what your product is worth. Well, you dropped your price. You then dropped your price from like $89 or $80 all the way down to 50. And the reason why you did that, because your strategy plan was to push people into this dummy shopping cart for this low price, but to hopefully pick up some orders or entice someone to buy the product, even though you know your product is house paint. That was just to sweeten the pot, that's all. That's all. I'm getting your head yet. I think I'm in there, right? Yeah, I'm in there. All right, let me see. So we're going to go check out the hybrid mix. And mind you, no testing under your stuff, because customers are going to do that. First thing a customer is going to do is they're going to search. I'm going to tell you something. When my customers buy from me, they've seen all your demonstrations. You know why they purchase from me? Because they know our products are legit. All our stuff is backed. When they go to look for your testing, there's nothing there. You have no credibility. You understand? Listen to me explain something too, Jamie. You have no credibility. Your credibility is gone. It's tarnished, destroyed. Sometimes a man, all he has in life is his word. Without his word, he's nothing. You don't even have that. Your word is to make a great product for your customers, an affordable product, and you have ripped and raped your customers. And that's what you have. Yeah, I use the word rape. You raped your customers. You literally have products on your site with you and videos matching house paint. You have set up a policy to rip your customers off no matter what. What about that customer was unhappy about his screen washing up? What about that one was matching? What's the shipping policy for them? There you go. You have even gone as far as ripping images off of Google, probably AI images, to make your product look like something that it wasn't. And one of your products, the Metallica 2.0, is free. Even shows you how to make it for free, but yet you charge your customers money for it. That's why your word is trash. That's why when customers come to me and buy, they send your videos. That's why my table always stays filled. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, your word is trash. No one believes anything you say out of your mouth. And your products back it up. Your website itself backs it up. When you go to our website, when you go in there, you can see we took the time to build this site. We took the time to put information in. All the products that we have are tested under these specification sheets. Your website, a 5-year-old wrote that thing. It doesn't even look legit. PayPal said a couple of times, your site looks extremely iffy, scammy. This is why you lost 19 PayPal complaints. And mind you, people, let me get this straight. These are complaints. Some of these complaints he filed against me, and he still lost. Even can show you documents where he lied in the middle of basic testimonies with PayPal, claiming things that weren't even true. Whatever you do, Jamie, at the end of the day, you know why it doesn't bother me when you do these fake demonstrations against our products? This is why. Because you have to understand, your credibility, your word has been destroyed. You did that and you messed that up the minute that you should have went in and apologized to your customers when you matched that network gray, and you should have sat there and said, hey, look, I messed up. I apologize. Me at the end of the day would have respected you for that. I wouldn't have came in and stomped all over you. No, I would have sat there and said, okay, all right, I see. This man's admitting he's wrong. I got to respect you for that, because a lot of people can't do that. You couldn't do it. So I couldn't give you the respect. So you don't understand. You don't know me at the end of the day. And that's the reason why you don't know me. Screen Innovation, we had a scuffle with them. But to this day, I still respect the technology. I don't like what they did, as I said before, but I respect their technology. I would never come in because they did something I didn't like and say their technology is this, that, and the other, because it's not true. Their technology is extremely good, and I like it. But I give credit where credit is due. You, on the other hand, you're different. So if you came in and said, hey, look, I messed up to my customers, I apologize. I'm going to try my hardest to make better products. I'm going to make sure all my products are tested under the ones we failed under to reassure you that we are trying to bring out good products. I would have came back and said, even if you would have hated my guts, hey, man, great job. That's how you do it in business. Whether you hate me or not, I still got to give credit where credit is due. But I couldn't even give you that because you're so dirty and slimy at the end of the day that you went in and put that paint right on your website and continue to sell that hot mess to anybody got caught up in that freaking nasty, disgusting cobweb and end up bleeding them dry and then turn around and say, oh, but you can't get your product back or no exchange due to the fact that we got a policy saying that you can't get your stuff back. That's messed up. But I tell you, try that nonsense with me, I'll override that 19 times in your face. In your face. That dumb nonsense. Even PayPal wouldn't honor that freaking thing at the end of the day. They were like, oh, heck no, we're not honoring this. There's no wiggle room for the customer. I had a customer come in here. Everybody remembers that. The 8-man projector incident. I bought his projector. So I told him and had the conversation. He never told me what his projector. 2 things I ask you, anybody who knows this, if you buy paint from me, what's your screen size, what's your projector? Because we can't sell your product. We can redirect it someplace else, or I can get you a good one, but I can't sell it to you because it won't work. I'll be in the wrong for this. And you got to write the file complaint because I told you it would work on a projector that we know wouldn't work. But anyway, we find out it's an 8-man projector. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And this guy was so convinced that this projector was all these specifications. I went out and bought his projector. And it still didn't work. And mind you, I coated his screen with a special custom high-end, like dark silver that was coated to the screen. So he got an upgrade for no charge. Brings it back, recoat it, set the screen up on a 1,000 lumen Sony projector, hit it in a fully lit environment, it popped. I got the demonstrations to back it. Send it back to him, he's still complaining. It don't work, there's something wrong with the screen. Finally breaks down and tells me his projector. It's an 8-man. All right, that's not going to work. We don't support that projector. We have a list. Yeah, I know, but this projector, here we go. But I know. This is why I know things are going to get hairy. But I know this projector is so. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. The specifications are fake. So to prove it to him, I bought his projector. I usually don't do that with people. I bought his projector, set it up. It was crap. That 8-man projector was so freaking trashy that I had a $95 knockoff, and it was better than that. Threw that thing in the trash. So then I send the video back to him. He gets mad. He blocks me. That's the end of the conversation right there. But the problem with you, Jamie, people can't do that. How is somebody going to sit there and say, hey, man, look, that paint just matched my gray wall over there. Can you do me a favor? Can you take that same gray color and do this demonstration? You can't do that. You'll match. That's why your website's policy set up that way. And I'm here to tell you that you can go override that crap because I did it 19 times. Even when he filed against us, I still basically was able to beat him. Let me see. Oh, we're over here looking for this hybrid mix. PayPal's not honoring that thing. Don't look at that and like, no. You got no wiggle room in there. So that way, when we do a demonstration, once in a while, we get a customer like this. We show them that the product works. We have the screen back here. We unbox it. We set it up. And I tell them right from the door, we'll do a live demonstration on the product. We batch number before we ship it out. Then we bring it back in and do the test all over again and show them that it works perfectly. You know what that's for? Because if this person decides to take me to court, you're going to get your clock clean at the end of the day. Because here you go, your judge, your honor, here's a batch number of us testing the product. We had the product shipped back to us. We did another test on a lower projector than what he was using. You lost your case that quick. I back myself. And if they want me to do it in the courtroom, hey, so be it. I'll bring myself. It's right in the truck. Let's get this done. No problem with that. You can't do that because your stuff will match. All right, let's go over and try to find this hybrid mix because it's hybrid mix. Hybrid. Yeah, I do believe. See right here? That right there, Jamie? That's a dedicated black CINEMAX right there. That's out there sitting in the middle of a school room right there. See that gray screen and white screen? So they don't register on our screen at all, period. So that's right there. So I find it interesting how we can walk around with projectors in this environment and pull up in every area, but for some reason in your freaking Twilight Zone, what do you call that? The Devil's Triangle, for some reason stuff doesn't work in there. Only your stuff works. Yeah. Just remember, in court in December, you better be to back all that up. Because if you can't back it up, you're going to have some problems. You're going to owe me $1 million. And you don't have $1 million. So it's going to be another lien sitting against you along with that post office. So you better be to back it up. All right, let me see. Let's go over and find this hybrid mix stuff right here today. I'm still trying to find that hybrid mix because that's what I want to see. I want to see the hybrid mix and CINEMAX. Oh, forget it. Let's go all out on this, Jamie. How about we do personal mix, Metallica mix, hybrid mix, and CINEMAX, all against Network Gray 773. How much of that stuff do you think will match it? We did 3 screens, so I'm curious. Look, he hates it because we're giving you ideas. Now people are going to go over and give these potatoes to him, and he's going to be mad for the whole day. You're angry and upset. Because we just told you, why don't you do the test? Come on, man. It's not that hard to do. All right, we're looking for the hybrid mix. Hybrid. I want, I'll tell you something, a really good projector, and I wish they would have had some kind of laser kill on it, you know what I mean? Like you put your face in front of it so you're getting blasted by the Death Star. That freaking Casio projectors were the truth. They still sell them, but they're dangerous. You can get jacked up. Unless they got a newer version, which I need to go see if they got a newer version with a laser kill on it, because man, oh, that's a good projector. It was lamp free. You stick that thing behind your back of your wall or any place, anything would never freaking burn out because it had no lamp in it. Okay, hybrid mix. I swear, every time I hear the word mix, I keep thinking about patty cake, bakers. Man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Am I good with that beat? I'm sorry, it's stuck on my head. All right, let's go over here. All right, we got the CROW mix. CROW. The sad thing about this is, I'll tell you the sad thing about this. Your poor wife, she's going to have to hear my name over and over and over again because you guys are going to be ranting about me, aren't you? Oh, man, dude, calm down, relax, okay? So let's go over here. This is, let me see. This is your mix 5 years ago. Have you sold any of this stuff recently? This is 5 years ago. You want to see what I'm looking at here, people? Look at this right here. 5 years ago. Last customer was 5 years? Really? 9 years ago? Or 9 months ago. 9 months ago. That's you. That'd be you. Oh, hybrid. Let's see. See what we got going on here. Yeah, hybrid's what? 50 bucks? Is it 50 bucks or is it one of the ones in the blends that he's charging you like $110 for? Or wait till you go to overseas. Overseas get ripped off. You'll pay $175. In the dark as always. I knew it. What? Jamie, question. Come in the room for a minute. I know you in here. Just when you have time, come in here. Why are you constantly in the dark? I had a question. Are you a vampire? Because you're constantly in the dark. I just want to know, are you a vampire? Do you have that capability? Are you a vampire? It's funny. I was just thinking about something. If you're like, what was that movie, Twilight? If you were one of the werewolves, no, I'm going to leave that one alone. That's too easy. That's going too far. I apologize. I'm going to go back up on that one. He would be, well, it's not bad. It's just I'm thinking that, he would just be like a jacked up version. He wouldn't even be a doll. He would just come out a hamster, but it'd be like a werewolf version of a hamster, which would be kind of hilarious to see. Why are you in the dark? 24. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. In the dark. Why in the world are you in the dark doing this demonstration? Where are you? This is the hybrid. Yeah, we got the thing with the screen off by any chance? Oh my goodness. Are all these videos going to be in the dark? What we got here? In the dark. It's your customer, right? Where's your customer at? In the dark. Yeah. This is his customer in the dark. He don't have a choice. Did he turn the lights on at any given time in the video? Nope. White lights pushing underneath the bottom of the screen. In the dark. Yep. House paint does the same thing. So bottom line, you're doing the same thing. Network gray will actually match this with no problem. Let me see what we have right here. This is 9 months ago. 9 months ago. Let me see. Are we going to be in the dark? We're going to have lights on this thing. Wait. That's the color of it? Hold on. Oh, heck no. Are you kidding me? Do you know how to match this? Just about everything we can. Oh, my goodness. That's the color of it? All right, let's go find that paint. Gee whiz. Oh, we got something that'll match that perfectly. What the heck? I'm like, that's the color? Ta-da! Da-da-da! This is called gray screen. Literally, that's what it's called, gray screen. It's an SW771. This would match that perfectly with no problem whatsoever. That's the color that you were selling people at the end of the day? Okay. All right. This is about to go bad for you. Something just clicked in my head, Jamie. Just bear with me. This is going to hurt a little bit. What color is this product? I should have put a hot mic in here. I swear I should have put a hot mic. I just didn't feel like dealing with the crybaby nonsense. People, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at the color of the screen. Are you going to delete this video by any chance? I hope you don't. See the color of that paint? Does that look like gunmetal to you? Jamie doesn't know the colors of his own products. I will show you. All right, let's go pop over here. All right, now, he has right here, under this product, which is the hybrid mix, right? What color does he have for the color selection? Gunmetal, right? They all can't be gunmetal. You have the CINEMAX, that's not gunmetal. You have the hybrid, where we just saw, that's not gunmetal, but the UV mix is not gunmetal. The UV mix is actually a charcoal gray. Look at the color. The color is not dark gray. The colors are light gray. So, big question here. You got to ask yourself, do you even know the colors of your products? Because right here, that doesn't look gunmetal. That here is gray. A very light gray at that. And that would be the same color. Network gray would match this with no problem. There's no problem blending in. Let's get this out right here. What do we got going on with this right here? Where are we going to be in the dark? Oh, yes, we're always in the dark. Why not? Why not be in the dark? There we go. Too close to the camera. Let's see it over here. Yeah. In the dark, as always. I told you, same video in the dark. Jamie, I can literally make a drinking game out of you. We could do a demonstration, drinking in the dark. All right, so the whole challenge is you got to be in the dark and you got to be drinking. And every time you see one of these videos in the dark, you have a drink. Now, if we did it on our end, every time you saw a video, because we were in fully lit environments, yeah, either way, you're going to get liver problems at the end of the day. We do a lot of demonstrations. He did a lot of them in the start. Oh, man, that's the color of that screen. Gee whiz, man, that's freaking house paint. That's easy to match. And then the dark too on top of that. Let's get another one. All right, this is the one that's supposed to be at church. We actually still is at the church. Did you show the church any demonstrations of your products next to house paint? Any of them? Did they get a chance to see any of that at all, period? I'm going to go through this. I wonder if you displayed the screen. Did you do a paint display on this? Nope. That's the color of your screen right there. That's house paint. That is definite house paint. Same thing. Same thing. Same color. And if you want to go a little bit of darker, you just hit that right there. Same thing. It's the same color. So by any chance, did you tell the church? Did you show them any of the videos your product matching house paint, any of it all? You didn't. You lied to a church. That's what you did. As a matter of fact, they could have got 5 gallons of the PPG. It's the same color. Same thing. And they could have got it at 5 gallons. 5 gallons, could have got it flat. Right there, it cost them $60.98. That's it. They could have got 5 gallons of it if they were going to go down that route. Let me see. Did he display the screen? No. Of course not. All right. Right there, man. That's horrible. All right. He's not going to. I'm lost for words, man. Your stuff looks just like house paint. Now, like I said, if I'm lying right now on camera, if everything I'm saying is a lie, you can back this up, right? Remember, you said my product was Dynasty Black. You know, I use Dynasty Black in all my test demonstrations. Every single one of them has Dynasty Black. I beat the crap out of that paint so badly, it's not even funny. As a matter of fact, I beat that paint so badly that when we redesigned the paint that you call yourself making my product, I used Dynasty Black in the demonstration and still crushed it. Okay, just wondering. Just put that out there real quick. Now, as you notice, right, look at the screen now. It has to be in the dark. Everywhere where that screen is at, they're in a dark environment. You see my demonstration where the church is displaying my screen? My screen is massive. Lights are sitting right on top of the screen. Let's have a looky real quick. That screen's washed out. That blue is supposed to be much darker than that. And how come there's no lights? Why is it so dark in this area right here? Now, let me show you. The screen that we did. And we had lights sitting right on top of the screen. And that stuff had to produce. They were so impressed by our technology, they gave us a testimony. That's the size of the screen that we did. That screen was a monster. It was huge. And the stage lights were sitting right on top of the screen. They didn't move anything. They didn't change the environment, nothing. I'm going to show you something real quick. Just real quick. Just real quick there. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. I know it's in there. Here we go. You see that right there, Jamie? See those lights at the top? That's what's hitting the screen. Those are stage lights. It must be a good about maybe 16, 17, maybe more than that. These are stage lights that are nailing the screen. That's my setup. That's what we did for that church. That's how much light it was making contact with the screen. Projector was 7,000 lumens back, and it was back to the back of the church, the mega church. This was overseas. That's what your product looks like. Yeah. So they didn't have to change anything in the environment. They left all the lights on. These are high power stage lights, as you can see. They didn't have to change anything. And the screen is massive. That preacher would have got a much better job if he had went with us. Because at least he can have lights on in that section, everywhere in that church, and not worry about his image washing out or fading because he's using a gray screen that can't pick up. And that's how dark that environment is. Because they can't get the church, they can't get the screen to pull up. Man, where's any of the nothing pulled? Look at it, look at this, look. See how they put it on the inside where it's darker and washed out? I mean, the greens are not even the same greens. Oh, my goodness, that is such a shame. Now, imagine if he does his hybrid mix against the Network Gray 773, you know why he will never do that demonstration? Because if he does it and it matches, guess what? ALFA is going to find out. The church will find out. And they'll know that Jamie lied to him, just like he lied to his customers. Anything else on here? Now, we got 2 months ago. 2 months ago, this is supposed to be the hybrid mix. Does he have any side-by-side? This is in the dark, too. Why is everything in the dark? Gee whiz Louise, man. Do a demonstration with the lights on this stuff, for goodness sake. In the dark again. Oh. I swear, Jamie. I got things to do today, but I swear, I'm about to do a demonstration on you and dress you up like a vampire and stick you in one of these rooms. I'm not going to use your face. I don't do that stuff in the day. That mean nonsense. I don't do that. But I am going to make a vampire of you and do a demonstration, a montage of all your demonstrations in the dark. You spend so much time in the dark. I swear, sometimes I'm looking around your video and see if I can find a coffin. Why are all your demonstrations in the dark? Your customers are sitting in the dark. Look at this. Let's get past this guy. Really? Let's see what we got going on here. What's this right here? This is the guy with the 4K projector. This one, your screen washed out. This is the personal mix. Let me see. Oh, this is supposed to be our product here too on top of that. You know, it's interesting. When I try to order the hyper, it makes you put my money back in my account. Why is that? I mean, we're going to do the same demonstrations over here. Yeah, because we know Jamie does the black paint. This right here is black paint, Jamie. This is how black paint pulls up on our technology. See that? So if this was my product right here, this is what black paint looks like. So this is how we know. So let me show you something here. As a matter of fact, we don't need to go there. Our test demonstration, we keep forgetting our stuff is right on our page. Jamie doesn't have stuff on his page. Here we go. Let's go to our page. I love that. We had the person like, ooh, your site is cool. Yeah, well, gonna be doing some other stuff on here soon. Wait till you see the new site we're building. Good gracious, that site is gonna be beast. We're gonna do some crazy stuff on that site. So let's go over to our page. Our demonstrations we have. You don't have these on you. Where's your test? Where's your black versus black demonstrations? Which one are you going to choose? Let's see. Let's go with, let's go use this one right here.
We're going to be doing a demonstration here.
You see how dark that product pops up? That's what black paint looks like when it leans against our screen. That's how we know in the demonstration that you're using black paint, because it's the reaction we get when we actually touch black paint. Yeah. This is one of the things you're going to come up in court. I got to get a dub on that too. So that product right there produces a white level literally so high that Dynasty Black, Black Magic from Lowe's, Fabric, and that was a case to a projector, which I found. I thought that would look pretty cool because it tests against their screen. Yeah. All right, so let's get this real quick. Let's wrap this up because we got tons of these demonstrations. We can't find anything on his page. Do I believe Jamie's product is house paint? Yeah, it is house paint. It's definitely house paint. 100% definitely house paint. And I'm not just saying that because the guy's a jerk at them. They know his product is definitely house paint. I mean, if you look at in the videos, this guy is matching house paint. Anything under CINEMAX is house paint. Anything under personal is house paint. Is he ripping his customers off? Oh, yeah, he's definitely ripping his customers. If he has any. I doubt he has any customers. Because I'm looking at these dates here, there's nothing new at all, period. We got customers that are showing off our technology, and there's nothing new. The time it took me to run through on site a couple of times and the many videos I shot in those places, you don't have any customers showing anything. You know why? Because no one wants to be tied to that product. It's embarrassing. How many people right now who have the CINEMAX is willing to walk into a forum site with me and brag about that product, knowing that that product match house paint? You're not. Because you don't want people to know at the end of the day you got ripped off. That's why. It's not a lot of faith in the person you bought it from, does it? But again, it's not your fault because some of you, when you bought the product, he lied to you. So it's not your fault at the end of the day, but you're not proud to have it on your wall. You probably already painted over it already. Let's go back. I ain't find no tests. There's no tests on the hybrid. There's just old videos on it. It's all we're picking up on it. There's just nothing but old videos. There's nothing there at all, period. There hasn't been a video on this. I think 2 months, that's just him. But any customers? No. Nothing there. All right, man. Let's get out of your site real quick because I don't want this load up on my site. He's in there ranting and carrying on about something. Let's get on out of here. We're done here. Bye, Jamie. You're probably already in my room crying. Let's see how many times you hit my account. Anybody with a lucky number here? I'm going to go with, we had 22 when we started off in there. He was ranting for a couple hours in the account. So let's go with, let me see. I'm going to go with 40. I think there's 40 of messages in there. So let's go have a look and see how many messages that Jamie sent me while he was going through the rant. He was ranting his butt off. Let's see what we got here. 50 rants. Look. 50 rants. He was in my account for 50 rants. Now, Jamie, let me explain something to you, right? Real quick. Everything that I just displayed here, I backed it up. I went to your website, your product's selling for 50 bucks. We added it up. It adds up perfectly fine. Mind you, we're very generous because I know PayPal takes a lot more than that at the end of the day. There's sales tax and everything. So we basically were very generous. And then we didn't even add in any of the taxes for what you would pay for paints and stuff. And you live in California, so you pay more than I do. So we didn't take any out. But you're not making any money off your products. At 50 bucks, you're barely making anything. And then at the 110, oh, shoot, I forgot about that, too. We got to go back on that because that means I'm going back on my word. Sorry, people. You know what I mean? At the man, I got to back it up. I got to. We forgot to look at the overseas at 175. Let's see. We got to go over there real quick. Why is your shopping cart set up that every time I click on it, something goes into the account? What the freak is that about? I just noticed that. The minute I click on the it already adds it to it. Not supposed to do that. Supposed to be the review. Can't supposed to do that. Let's add that in there. Let's go over here real quick. I'm going to look at this shop real quick. I want to go over to the overseas. Overseas is paying a lot of money. Overseas is paying $175 for overseas. That's what they're paying right there. We're going to have to delete this stuff out of here because we don't want it. I'm not paying for this. I don't want it. All right, so this is the overseas. Overseas people, listen up. Overseas, you're paying $175. What are you getting in these mixes? What are you getting? Let me see. Let me come out of this real quick. Let me see. Come on, get out of here. We're not paying for that. We're good. Emptied in my cart. Thank you. I'm not paying for something I can make myself. Let's go over here real quick. I want to go over to, well, where the frick is the rest of the stuff? There's nothing here. What are we getting for this? 2 quarts? Oh, heck no. Are you kidding me? There's no selection here. Like, you're not getting no selection. What are you getting? This is for 2 quarts for overseas. Please message me. Why would I have to message you? Why can't I just go through here and just pick out what I want? That don't make any sense. Everybody else can pick out what they want on the end. I got to message you to pick out what I want. What if you don't pick up? What if I got things to do that day? I got to keep messaging you back. That's just stupid. That's the whole purpose of having a website. So you can have your selection right there and people can pick out what they want. That's just stupid. Look at this. 2 quarts for overseas. Please message me. That's like a screening process. Please message me. What mix are you getting after you purchase? What mix are you getting after you purchase? What the freak? That don't make any sense. What kind of scandal nonsense you got going on here? I see the Frankenstein. This is what I see. I see the Frankenstein here. So that $175 for the Frankenstein at 2 quarts. You're charging him $70 for the surcharge fee. It's $110 what he's charging. And then it's $70 for the surcharge fee is what he's charging you. That's why it's $175. Gee whiz, I feel sorry for your overseas customers right there. But it's a Frankenstein. That's it. We know what the Frankenstein is. Frankenstein is UB mix. It's just 5 instead of 6. Gee whiz, man. Ripping people off. Look at this right here. Now, how do you have these images here? And these are supposed to be the images on the new dark mix you got. So which ones are these involved in? Because these were the images that were involved in the Frankenstein. Oh my goodness, man. We're not going down this. I ain't got time for this. This is just nonsense now. This is a bunch of nonsense from this guy. That is crazy. 2 quarts, $175, and there's no testing on it. So we know what the Frankenstein is. We had it here. Gee whiz, yeah. And they're going to charge you a $70 surcharge fee? That is bullcrap. No, we don't charge you for no. I mean, you're going to take the time to invest in my business. The least I can do is give you free shipping. I'm not charging you for that. $140. This is overseas again for 1 quart, $140 overseas. Oh, and by the way, so you know that in that cart we had over here, there was no policy, nothing. There wasn't a specification sheet. There was no shipping policy. There was nothing in there. Not a thing. So you can see this. I'm going to tell you something. At the end of the day, I've seen wish lists. Even Timo. I've seen it with more product description than this. There's no special. It's nothing in here. Nothing. I'm ripping these customers off. Gee whiz, man. Gee whiz. So I guess the thing is that if you did buy from here, I don't know why you would, you can basically get a return on your product because he doesn't have the policy in here. You know that, right? Yes, you can. The policy's not there. Mind you, when PayPal goes into a shopping cart, they read everything that's in that shopping cart. So whatever says in that shopping cart, either he or she or whatever has to honor that. He doesn't have it in there. Yeah. But again, like I said, know what you already know if you're overseas. Again, just go to freaking Amazon and pick up the freaking microblend slip silver. It does the exact same thing. Or you can just go over and just go to Sherman-Williams, any one of them, and just buy that dark gray. That's all you have to do. Because if he's not going to do the test, then guess what? You need to go buy from someplace else. 110. Let's see what we got going on over here at the 110. 110, 140 overseas. Now look, you got information in here. So what happened to the other one at 175? Policy for anybody. Returns, refund policy. We read this a million times. Once the product is delivered, no refunds or no returns or refunds. Only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. How the freak are you going to know if you don't open the container? So let me get this straight. There's no test on the product, right? So there's no way you to go back and go check on like, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong here. It doesn't look right. I'm going to look at this test real quick. There's nothing there. He can't even troubleshoot the product because he never tested it. And how are you going to know if it doesn't match your wall in your living room or wherever someplace in there if you don't open the container? But even worse, if it lands on your property. What if it lands on your property and it's busted and there's paint leaking all over the place? Like we got at the end of the day. We got a package that came in for him. It was leaking paint everywhere in the package. Now, I've had that happen to a customer. A few customers we had, it's rare, but we have it happen from time to time. You know what I do? I just ship out another one. That's what we do. Oh, and keep in mind, that snail mail policy, you have to have the money to back that thing up. You don't have the money to back up a snail mail policy. Because that means you're going to have to make that product all over again out of your own pocket. For us, it wouldn't be that problem at all, period. Because I make 90% back. So I can easily take that out of my pocket and I could duplicate that by 3 and I still wouldn't scratch my income. But you, on the other hand, because of the way you designed your product at $50, if you have to ship out another one, this is going to come out of your pocket because you use all your resources to make the first one. So wherever the money comes from to push out the second order if the product snails. Ah, you didn't think about that, did you? Oopsie. That's why you don't copy our policies. They're there for a reason. Yeah, that's the snail mail policy. We made that. We made it for COVID. Because so many people are ordering stuff, it especially happened a lot with overseas, but not too much in the US. So a package would go into a grinding state where it'd be moving, but technically it wouldn't be there, right? It'd just be showing us inch by inch. And we call it the snail mail policy. We made that up. So what it is that if we go back to the post office, we talk to them and they tell me your package is moving, but it's just snailing along, but it's moving. Under PayPal's rule, if your package shows signs of moving, and it could be inch by inch, we don't have to ship you out jack at the end of the day. As long as that package shows it's moving. It can get there 2 or 3 months from now. Doesn't make a difference. As long as it shows it's moving. That's all that makes a difference. But we don't want people waiting like 2 or 3 months to get a package. So we did, we put the snail mail policy in there. Which means if your package starts inching along and it takes forever to get there, and we contact the post office, we talk to them, and they tell us, yeah, the package is there, but it's going to be there for a while. It's going to be a little bit of a delay, but it's still moving. We go in and ship you another one for free. Now, say if the other one gets there, you keep both of them. We don't want it back. Knock yourself out. Enjoy. That's our snail mail policy. But you're going to have extra money to pull out of your account. And keep in mind, it can't come out of another account. It's got to come out of the profit account. So you have to make enough money off that product to send out another duplicate of that one again. You can't do that because you actually depleted all your resources on one. So you can't use the snail mail policy because there's no way to ship that out again because you don't have the money. You would have to take that out of your own pocket, and that wouldn't be a profit. That's why you don't copy us at the end of the day. You should know better than that, you say. I swear, sometimes people, I swear, I let people do this to themselves. I told you I'm the kind of person that let you grab the rope. Go ahead. Put it around your neck. There you go. Swing. Yeah, come on, man. This is the reason why we have these policies in there, because we basically research everything to see if it can be done before we put it in there. You just copy off my site, put it in yours. Now you're going to have to deal with that. All right, let me see from here. We got to go from here. All right, so there's nothing really in here. No information in here. $140. Again, you're paying that $70 surcharge fee. Not worth your time. And what product are you buying in here by any chance? Price for skipping overseas. Please make sure you message me. So you have to message them to tell them what mix you want. Why don't you just put the product here? Oh, gee whiz the weed. And this is supposed to be gunmetal. Oh, this is my favorite one. All right. So remember what we saw in the hybrid mix, where the hybrid mix was this really light gray? Well, there's the hybrid mix right there. I told you he doesn't know his colors to his own products. Personal, hybrid, CINEMAX, and these are mine. These are charcoal gray, but still, These are lighter mixes. We just saw the personal mix. Why do you have this under gunmetal? So they're all gunmetal? Just curious to know why. That's why I said, man, it's bananas. It's absolutely bananas. Okay, Jamie, we got to sum this up because I got some things I got to do. I've been saying that over and over again, but I'm just having a lot of fun here. I really am. I'm so glad we had this time together. Now, Jamie, keep in mind, I don't want you to think at the end of the day that I'm doing this because you sent me all these messages. No, no, no. I kind of enjoyed the messages because it just shows me at then like, man, this guy is really crying. You're really crying. Can you say uncle? Okay. I'm going too far with this. But anyway, it's kind of funny because, again, every time we out you on something and I like, look, he's going to rant, and we call it like it is. You rant. 50 messages went through on our account. That doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, it's just sad because it shows people at the end of the day that you cry a lot. Do we have any tissues here? Hold on for a minute. I got some cheetah tissues. I don't know why. I want something that gave me cheetah tissues. Don't even ask me why. Here we go. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Let's wipe that tears off you. There you go. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Shh. Not to y'all. Not to y'all. It's for Jamie. It's for Jamie. Shh. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. All right. You feel better? You okay? All right. You want some candy? I got some Tootsie Rolls. Hold on a minute. Look here. I got you. It's gonna make you happy. Chocolate makes you happy. It does. It makes you happy. I got some Tootsie Rolls for you. Here you go. You want one? There you go, Jamie. There's a Tootsie Roll for you. You want that right there? I'm gonna put that right there. You can take that anytime. I'll give you 2 of them. You can have 2 of them. Anytime you want, you can have those, okay? All right. I'm sorry, Pete. He deserves it. Come on, man. He deserves it. You know, people will sit there and say, oh, you're not professional. No, I am professional. At the end of the day, if you want to go down that road, I can take you down that road, okay? I can be professional, dog you at the same time, and I can come back on here and blow your product, clean out the water. Would you like me to do that? No, I won't do that. That's a waste of time. I've got things to do. I've got time to be messing around with this product. So I'm going to pay for them as it is. I'll just go buy the house paint. But anyway, yeah, Jamie, your stuff don't work, okay? 50? Really? Can you make it 100? Can you make it 100? Can we get 100 cries out of you? For each message, that's a tear. That's a lot of tears, man. Oh, my goodness. I got to do something with this. We got to do a slideshow on all his canceled orders. I'm thinking like the perfect song for this is, I'm not going to say it because they'll probably try to use it against me, but I got a song. I got a perfect song for it. I'm going to leave it be. I got a perfect song for it. Perfect. Because he cries a lot, man. All right, so let's get back to business here. All right, we're doing too much. This is a gag. It's a rob you, rip you off. All this can't be gunmetal. Most products we have, when I said before, this is just all matching basically at the end of the day. We made this at the end of the day. This is nothing but house paint. We definitely know this is house paint for what I've seen from the color of it all. Frankenstein is a reversal. It's just basically one shade up from the UV mix, house paint. And the personal mix matches the bare silver screen. Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Let's go leave from here. Oh, wait. We gotta go. We gotta do one thing before we leave out of here. I wonder if he wanted to change the SKU number, because I told him if he changed it, that means I'm smarter than him. You think he'd listen to me? Why would he do that? If someone told me at the end of the day that they were, if I changed something, I was smarter than them, I couldn't care less. I'm gonna change it. I'd rather have one person think I'm an idiot than thousands of people think I'm an idiot. They are hitting the site. Let's go to the bottom. I wonder if he changed it. Let me see. Nope, still there. Let's go buy a hoodie. Woo! Let's go buy a hoodie, people. We're gonna buy a hoodie. Jamie, I'm literally gonna come in here and use your site to buy a hoodie. You know how embarrassing that's gonna be? I seen that barbecue chicken. It's in another state. I'm definitely gonna go over there and check it out. I'm gonna buy me a hoodie. This is actually a real website. What the freak? Yes, it is. Oh shoot. I'm gonna buy me a hoodie. I like this tan. It's pretty hot. Timbertown. Oh man, they so close to Timberland. But they can get away with it too. But this is a real site? This can't be a real site. The card right there. It's gotta be a dummy card. It's gotta be. I don't see no PayPal signals or anything there. But still, that's the SKU number right there. If you want to buy a hoodie, we got a selection here. We got a selection. Oh, I get a medium, large, or small. I take a medium. No, I take a large. I want large. It's $45. Jamie, this stuff is almost the same price. This is cheaper than your screen paint. You know that. This stuff is cheaper than your screen paint. And you know, it works too. It's probably a hoodie price. Perfectly fine. Let's go over here. Make sure I didn't put anything in that shopping cart. We got anything in the shopping cart? No, we're zero. Let's see what we got in the menu. We got this operating. We got the menu right here. Nah. This is the dummy site. It's a dummy site. You know why? They got pretzels, chips, American. Oh man, that stuff sounds so good. Look at this right here. So not only when I go check your inventory, this is what we get on your inventory. I get food. I can get chips, sandwiches. You got a Reuben, Cuban. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right here. Look, I'm joking right there. Look, right there. Boom. We can order food off your site. You got like a dine and dash screen paint site. Like you can buy screen paint and you can basically. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it. Come on. I got things to do today, but you got to do this. This would be hilarious. I can order food literally off his site. I mean, you can't really make this up. Like, this bacon in here. Oh, my goodness. You can put buffalo chicken. That's interesting. Jamie, I'm about to... why do you have... Oh, we got to do it. I know. Okay, we're done with this whole, basically, his product, and then the day is house paint. It is. It's house paint. If you want to prove otherwise, Jamie, just do the demonstration. That's all you have to do. Buy the products, go pick them up. Buy the products, put them against your products, prove me wrong. That's all you got to do. Prove me wrong. If you can't, then customers go buy what you need to buy at the end of the day. Don't touch your stuff with a 10-foot pole. As for the reason why we added up to see how much you were making, it just clearly shows that if you take anything to that 50, you are automatically from the door, like I said, taking away a great deal of your profit. So you would have no choice but to skim out as much as possible to save as much as you can. And this would basically push you in the direction of house paint. And since your product already did match house paint, which means it's not an accusation, it's not true, it is an accusation that is true, that means you probably already are shipping house paint to your customers as we speak. That's what that comes down to, on a serious note. As for the overseas customers, we definitely know that's house paint. Like I said, because if it's house paint for anybody over here in the U.S., it's definitely house paint back to them. And let me explain to you why on that one. You have a $70 surcharge on there, right? So they got to pay $70 out of their pocket in order to get that product shipped over there. Why would I give you pay $70 plus the additional $50 for a product when I can just go over to Home Depot or Lowe's in my country and get it shipped to me, or go over and just pick it up from the store? Why would I? Why I pay a $70 surcharge for that? I'm not paying you $70 for a surcharge fee when I can just go to any one of those places and do the same thing. If you won't do the demonstrations, why would I give you extra $70 for your product? And somebody needs to go to PayPal and get that money back. Really, seriously, get it back. Pressure him. Have him do the demonstrations, have him do the tests, put pressure on him to do those tests. And if he refuses to do the test, then guess what? You don't give him $70, you don't give him $50. You go save your money, and if gray is for you, you go out and you get your gray from one of those stores, because if he can't back it up, there's no point in buying it. Just like when I got people say I can buy black paint, here comes Charlie, I can buy black paint and do the same thing. Knock yourself out. Go ahead. I got the test demonstrations to back my product up. Go ahead. They buy directly from me because I can back it. There you go. Save your money. $70 surcharge. Well, I can imagine charging my customers $70 to ship something overseas and make them pay extra for that. That's just, no, I can't do that. No, that's wrong. All to the day I leave off this earth, we're going to do free shipping. It's always going to be that way. I just don't see it. It's been that way since the day I first started my company. I just don't see it. Because if a customer's taking the time to invest in me, why am I going to give them extra charge? Especially when you're overseas, you got to pay for that stuff when it goes through customs. It's not cheap. Customs is not cheap at all. So you got to turn, you got to pay a customs charge, you got to pay for the product, and a $70 surcharge? Oh, heck no. No. And the person who developed it can't back it up in any way whatsoever. There's other options that I could go to at the end of the day. I'm going the other options. That's it. All right, well, that being said, I got to talk about the menu. We got food on Jamie's website, and we can get a hoodie and food. I wish some of this stuff was real pretzels, gee whiz. I love, that's the one thing about Allentown that bums me out. Everything else, Allentown's food is freaking amazing. I love it down here. But the only thing that bums me out, I'm a big freaking fan of the Philly pretzel. The big fan of Philly pretzels. And they don't have any, if I looked, I don't know, they might have to go up to Whitehall. That's a long way to go for a freaking pretzel. I might just come back with a rack. But I like them Philly pretzels. Man, they put them with the hot dogs, with the cheese. Them joints be banging. I love them. I haven't had one in so long since I've been down here. I'm going to have to take a trip to Whitehall. But if I'm going up there, I'm coming back with a rack. But you know how pretzels are at the end of the day. You got to eat the whole rack. If not, you can't basically put them suckers in a microwave and bring them out. Them things are chewy as I don't know what. It's like biting on a salty car tire. You gotta bring it. Yeah, I've got to. I might have a pretzel party. I'm gonna go to my sister's house and have a pretzel party. Guess I'll go out there and get them and come back. That's what I do. They had the ones with the hot or the pizza. Oh man, jeez. All right, I'm over here reminiscing. I need to go. I'm hungry to make something to eat. But anyway, let's get over here. I gotta come back here. I gotta do one more. One more. I know people. I like doing these. I mean, look, the guy needs to get busted. He knows. He does some dirty stuff. He needs to be busted. That's why he's sitting there not telling us. His wife came in like, what the frick are you doing? Are you texting him? Yeah. Kind of slide it to my DM. How dare you, Jamie, you stalker. You're not my type. Sorry. I'm into women. All right. Bye-bye. All right. I swear, it's in my head. I'm laughing about the freaking Sherman Williams attacking him. Like the can coming to his door, like knocking on his door. And I'm coming out the door like, hello? Hello? Around Halloween, hello? And like it ain't there. He's just sitting out there. Like Jason be sitting out there by your car with that you know what I mean? And be just sitting out there watching Jamie from his apartment, be raining out and just staring at him. And they knock on the door again like, hello? Who is it? Who is it? And nothing comes up. Then the light flashes and you see him right there with the freaking paintbrush. You're stabbing him with the paintbrush. You don't kill him, but you just put paint on him like da, da, da. And he's falling back and the paint splashing all over the place like it's supposed to be blood, but it's actually paint instead. And you're like, That'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch. Funny to watch. I know, okay, I'm trying to be professional, but it's funny. Gotta admit, it's funny. It's literally funny. Like I said, if you get a chance, watch that video. You're going to know what I'm talking about. Watch that video called Death by a Spoon on YouTube. If you ever saw that thing is freaking hilarious. Where a guy gets killed with a spoon. Like literally, this guy is a ghoul or whatever he was in the day. Can you imagine that happening to Jamie? This guy just comes up with dressed as a giant can of paint and it's just hitting him in the forehead over and over again with a paintbrush full of paint. Just over and over again. Like splat, 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 splat. If he on the game, so we hit him in the face. If he's sitting there going to the car, be hitting him in the face, but the takeout window be hitting him. Let me stop, man. I'm doing too much. Let's just be funny. He's terrified of Network Grade 773. He's terrified of it. It's just funny. All right. His website is making me hungry, man. Look, he got American grilled cheesesteak. I haven't still picked up my junk food for the first of the month. I haven't picked it up yet. Gee whiz, I'm gonna order some food just based off his freaking site right now. It's a main menu in here, I'm telling you. Go to quiz notes or someplace. All right, I gotta come back in. We have to do one more, and then I'm done. I promise. We just have to do one on the ability to be able to order a hoodie. I wonder if he deletes it. Don't delete this. Come on, man. I want to have fun with this for a little bit. Because, okay, the whole thing about them SKU numbers are very important. On a serious note, dispatch your inventory. So your inventory and all that stuff, you can keep track of your stuff. Keep in mind, you buy something off here, you can't back the inventory because the inventory literally goes someplace else. Do you think about that for a minute? Yeah. He doesn't have, it's supposed to show he has it in inventory. His inventory is not popping up because it's going someplace else. All right, we got to come back in one more time. I'll make this quick and fast, I promise, because I want to get something to eat and I'll watch some TV. Crap, yeah, I could have went and got that right now. All right, cool. All right, we back. I'm going to get myself a cheesesteak.